That looks good. We got a guy on. Close that. Torres walks now up as Dingler. What a terrible day. Tigers got scammed. Traded for Daz, Cameron, and Franklin Perez again. So congratulations to all you get rid of Skubal guys. You're not allowed to complain about what we got, by the way. You got exactly what you wanted. Some prospects. Woohoo! They're so good, too. One guy immediately fell out of the top 15 prospects for people. Yeah, terrible trade. Fundamentally awful. I'd literally rather got nothing and just kept him and then let him leave. What's up? What's up, Kevin? We basically did get nothing. Ryan will probably never pitch in the majors, just like Franklin Perez never made it after his injuries. And we'll probably get about Daz Cameron out of hope. Hell yeah. That's what's up. I'm glad we gave away one of the best pitchers in baseball, probably the best lefty in baseball, for nothing. We gave away the same thing we got Justin Verlander for. Except we got another pitcher instead of a Jake Rogers. Maybe Buddy Smith will be good. He's the only one I think that has my eye. Hope strikes out, 26% of the time in AAA? Double A, rather? That's promising. I don't know. Hope could be good. He's got all 5 tools. He can pop it. He can play defense. He's fast. So I don't know. Maybe he'll be good. But Daz Cameron was supposed to be good, too. What's up, Fernando? Yeah, we did. We've had a good series offensively. It's that'll be strikeout looking. Down goes McGonigal. 2 on, 1 out now for Valencia. But inevitably, a change has to happen. We'll probably also lose Torres, Jansen, and Casey Mize, I would have to imagine. So get ready for those. By the way, make sure we're dropping likes. We had 0 likes when the stream started. I think we're up to 1 or 2 now. Yeah, I mean, they could go get him in free agency. That's a certainty. I mean, I doubt it, but they can. He's probably going to go to some West Coast team just because his family, I think, lives in Arizona. If he wins the World Series, I wouldn't be too surprised if he just goes to the Diamondbacks on a murder contract and just goes and plays in Arizona. Paul, were you one of the people that were advocating for trading Skubal? If you were, I don't want to hear it. You guys, your camp got exactly what they wanted. A bunch of prospects for Skubal. And Valencia strikes out 2 away. But if you were on my side, I believe you were on my side, so you're allowed to be as mad as I am about that bitch-ass trade we just accepted. We'd have got way more from the Phillies. I don't know if you guys heard about this. The Phillies offered us like 3 good players. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why did we take a worse offer? Well, Hope's it'll be really good. Fucking Daz Cameron 2.0, dude. It's the same trade we got for Verlander, but instead of Jake Rogers, we got Buddy Smith, a pitcher. And that'll be a base hit. Nice job there by Spenny Torques. He'll get a run in. That's at least 1. They're going to send the other runner from first. He's going to get around third and safe. Tigers go up 2-0 here in the top of the second. Hell yeah, dude. Nice job by Dylan Dingler to get all the way in from first. And that'll be a nice double by Spenny Two Bats, his 19th of the year. Nice to see him kind of coming to life a little bit lately. What's up, Jonathan? So, with a 2 outs, Torkelson comes through and doubles in 2. Runner at second now with 2 away for Halyoli, but there's a mound visit. We'll see what's going on. What's up, Jake? I can't wait for some of the pro-trade Skubal people to come in and defend this. No one's going to admit that they were pro-trade Skubal after them asshole trades come through. What did I warn everybody about, by the way? For the past 2 weeks, what have I been telling you? We're going to do the trade. It's going to suck because we're not going to get what you guys want for Skubal. Nobody's going to give us anything good. And then we do this. I told everybody this was going to happen and that everybody was going to be pissed about how little we got. And then none of them are going to be relevant in the Major League Baseball scene. You know how shitty that is? That I nailed the exact thing. I said it was going to be Verlander 2. You can go back and listen to my last 3 streams. I was screaming about this at people, about how bad of an idea this is going to be. We could have taken the Phillies trade, and I'd be like, we got something. If we'd have got Sheehan, I'd be like, actually, that's cool. I'm good with that. Wild pitch there. That'll get Torque over to third. All right. 1-0 count, runner at third now, 2 away. 2-0 Tigers lead. If we would have gotten Sheehan, I'd have been like, all right, we got Hope, we got Sheehan. All right, cool. Okay. I could have lived with that. I can't live with nothing. Well, Buddy Single is 20. Buddy is 21 years old. Hope could be good. He has all the tools, right? He has tremendous power. He can run. He can field. He can steal base. He has all the tools, right? So we'll see if that develops. He is the 25 ranked prospect in baseball. I you know what I mean? As much as it might be inflated because he is a Dodger and he has got a high strikeout rate. You know what I mean? He actually does have a lot of talent, right? The swinging, hopefully, we actually develop left-handed hitters very, very well. We'll probably actually fix him a little bit, believe it or not. Actually, Hope could be good. Me calling him Daz Cameron is very unfair. That's a shitty comparison to do. He is insanely fast. He hits for wild power when he makes contact. The same one as last time. It's always going to be the same site. If I told it to you before, it should be in your browser history still. I think we still can make the playoffs. Yeah, a better version of Kerry Carpenter is a really good way to look at Hope. And if that's the case, then that's fine. Plus, he can actually field the baseball. That potentially makes our outfield of the future Riley Green, Clark, and Hope, if Hope actually turns good. And that's actually not a bad outfield. But it's the fact that that's probably all we got. And he's probably not going to be an all-star caliber player. It's like, son of a bitch, dude. We could have took one of the, God damn, I wish we would have gotten that fucking pitcher. Because Buddy Smith, now the thing that's cool with Buddy Smith, he's pitched about 73 innings this year, and he's got 130 strikeouts. I'm not even kidding. He's got an insane number of strikeouts. Yeah, 74 and 113. That's pretty good. That's a lot of fucking strikeouts. And with our pitching coach, he's a right-handed reliever too, which is always a good thing. It looks, or he might be a starter. Who knows what they do with him? And with our pitching coach, those two pitchers may actually become very good. However, Ryan has health issues. He hasn't been healthy for 3 straight years, so I don't know why the fuck we traded for him. Buddy Smith is 21 and has an insane strikeout rate. It's just all right, wait a minute. Now, his BABIP is horrible. If people hit it, it goes in play. But he's also only 21 years old. You know what I mean? And we're going to teach him the changeup. We're going to teach him a sinker. We're going to really teach him a changeup and sinker. And then we'll see what he actually looks like with a real pitching coach that we have. Now, we'll see about Buddy Smith. I have no faith in that dude staying healthy. And we'll see. But, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a good trade. But it's also I keep trying to tell me that it's a good, I'm trying to work myself into believing that it might work, you know? Wilson flies out 1 away. Now up is Soderstrom, and it'll be strike 1. Montero pitching. For next year or this year? This year, it's who the fuck ever, you know? It'll be Valdez, Flaherty when he gets back, fucking Montero, Melton, and Job when he's ready. That's our best 5. And maybe if old buddy comes back this year, Reese Olson, he's got a spot now. That's our best 5. Now, in the offseason, if Reese Olson gets healthy, which he probably will be available for next year, 0-2, by the way, here on Soderstrom. Maybe Space. I remember Devers and the Giants, yeah. 1-2. So next year, it could be Valdez if we keep him. Melton, most likely. Job, Olsen, and Montero. I'm guessing that's the rotation next year, unless I'm missing somebody. Unless we go sign people as well. Like maybe we keep Casey Mize. Maybe we figure that out. That'll be a ground out by the looks of it. Unless there was, that's a ground out or a foul ball. No, it's a ground out. 2 away. Yeah, I'm guessing Torres, Mize, and Canley Jansen are gone. Because Jansen can still pitch somewhat. And if they're tanking the year, it's, you know what I mean? It's all over. Line out, actually. Okay. I'm at 9,997 subscribers, Kenny. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? I can't. Oh, no. Who's hurt? Let me guess. Cater's hurt. Who's the ace now? Valdez, but I'm thinking Melton will probably be like the ace of the staff, technically. I'm 3 away, Fernando. I'll start next NFL season as a 10K YouTuber, which is pretty crazy. We've officially almost hit the channel lifetime goal. Called strike 1. My approach of slow and steady. I'm guessing that Ryan guy, if he's healthy, will also be in the starting rotation. By the way, Ryan is 28 years old. He'll be 29 next year. So just know that Ryan guy will also be around if he's actually any good. Going 272-0 and pick him, most likely. 6 weeks away from losing on Wednesday Night Football. No, I'm not. My team's never losing, dude. 2-0. 2-1. Pats could go undefeated this year. Low key. We have like the hardest schedule in football. It's just like, you know who actually could go undefeated? Like, I'm not even fucking around. Go look at the Detroit Lions schedule and tell me that they can't win every one of those games if they stay healthy. Their only hard games are like the Bills, Patriots, and then their division. So they only have 8 hard games, like because their division, And if I'm telling you, go look at that go look at that schedule. They maybe have like 4 guaranteed, like where it's like you can give them maybe 3 losses on the division in the row because the NFC North is kind of good. And then everything else is kind of a toss-up. No, it could be worse, but yeah, we have a normal schedule now. He turns 28 in 2 weeks. So he'll turn 29 next year. All right, that's pretty old. And again, I'm not mad about the age. It's more just like he'll probably be on the team once he's ready to pitch, once his health is good. So we'll find out about Ryan pretty quick here, I think. And they walk Heim. 2 out, 1 on. We're in the bottom of the first of a 2-0 Tigers lead. Here's the 4-hitter White. Well, it looks like I was wrong about Skubal. What a bitch-ass decision that will always be to me. I hate doing that. It's weak. Now, if we make the playoffs and we get bounced because we can't pitch, I'm going to be so fucking irritated, dude. That's what we... fucking prospects that won't be ready till 28. When we're supposed to be competing next year. It's like fucking bullshit, dude. We do need more pitching prospects. We're kind of low on those, so I kind of get the Brady Smith, but I'm like, why the fuck didn't we get the other pitcher, though? That'll be a line out. Nice play by Clark. We'll head to the top of the second. Clark, Malgary, McKinstry. Top of the second, 2-0 Tigers. Let's hope Clark has a big moment. Clark hit his first career home run last night, too. NFC South. That's what I mean. Look at the Lions' schedule. It's one of the easiest things you've ever seen. We just need to wait and see how the season pans out. Fernando, we're going to be at the top of everybody's talk shit about list all year again. It feels so good to be back. Being a Patriots fan rules. It took like 6 games and everybody hated our fucking guts again. About 8 games in, even the media shifted. They're like, is the Patriots schedule too easy? And it's like, hell yeah, dude. They hate us again. Oh, no, Paul, yeah, it's going to be like we're going to win in the wild card, then lose in the divisional because we can't pitch at all. It's just going to be like, fuck, dude. But to be fair, in a 3-game series, you could still throw Valdez, Melton, Job, and Montero, and that's not a bad 4. And maybe that Ryan kid's a baller, and we just lucked the fuck out, and that kid's a monster with, like, you know, adding in the sinker and adding in the 2 Chris Fetter pitches, the Fetter changeup, Fetter sinker. Like, what if that happens and the sweeper? Like, what if those 3 pitches just change Ryan into a dog? It's not impossible. Jadeveon went back to Houston. That's cool. Five of 9, 1 homer, 3 RBI. Clark's been a monster. He has a couple. I'm glad they waited with Clark. It felt right to do that. By the way, everyone's like worried about control. You know, in the offseason, this kid's going to get like the same extension McGonigal got, right? It's probably going to happen rather soon, actually. They're just going to 8-year this dude like they did Keith, like they did McGonigal. If he wants to sign that, he's probably got one waiting already. Just so they don't have to deal with this fucking horseshit of arbitration. They don't got to deal with, like, bullshit rookie stuff. It's so much more polite to just sign these dudes to contracts. And Clark ain't going anywhere. It's like, all right, just sign him. When they realized McGonigal wasn't going back to AAA, they're like, all right, sign him. It's like, we're not going to play this game. This is a superstar. We're gonna settle this right now. I think Clark makes McGonigal's making what, $20 million a year, 8 years. What was it, 140? 2-1. If anybody knows, and I don't really know how the contract is weighted either, so we'll see. You know, but like in theory, he's almost $20 million a year. If I remember his contract right, it's like 8 years, 150. That's called strike. I don't know if it's going to remain a strike, though. I don't know if Clark should have challenged that. That's a strike. I think that just catches, so it'll be 2-2 still. Oh, wow. It's a ball. All right, well, good challenge by Clark, 3-1. I saw River pitch. He needs a bunch of work, but we went from having a... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Fetter got him. Clark will be walked. Nice challenge there. He gets on base to lead off the inning. Nice job by Max Clark. He'll probably try to steal here with the lefty on the mound, who doesn't really throw super hard. Sign Jackets. Okay, that's good. That's good. Is that everybody signed now from the draft? Yeah, Clark is very, very good. I'm very excited. There were people that thought he wasn't going to be good at baseball for some reason because they're like, he had a pretty bad spring training game playing a brand new position and getting the sun caught in his eyes twice. It's like, why did everybody forget that shit? Like, he was playing left field for like, what, the 3rd time in his entire career? And then, like, the ball got caught in the sun. And everyone's like, this guy fucking sucks, dude. And I'm like, I think that's the wrong takeaway. Yeah, of course he is. He's a very high-rated pro. Who's our number 1? Clark still? Technically, Clark would still be our number 1 because he hasn't graduated yet. No, he'll get about the same deal. I would have to imagine. A little bit more than whatever the hell Colt Keith got, and then probably not as much as McGonigal, unless he just keeps balling out. 3-1 on Mel Gary. Uh-oh. That's probably a double play. Unless you beat it out. They get Clark hit second. Do they get the double play? Nope. Hard to double up outfielders. So they get the Speedy Clark at second, but that'll oh no, it is a double play. 2 away. Oh, Malgary sucks. Good at bat there by Malgary. 2 down. I wonder if the Tigers are challenging that at first. Seems they might be. Clark has won what? I'm guessing they want to keep Riley Green long term. Can't imagine why you'd want him to go. Of the current guys on this roster, like in the lineup today, who should be here next year, it's like Dingler, McGonigal, Valencia, 50-50 on Torque still. Clark. What the hell's Riley? Oh, he's not playing today. And Riley Green. Everyone else, I don't, and I guess Colt Keith will probably be here as a DH because they're probably going to get rid of Carpenter. Dude's in his 30s and cannot stay healthy. You know what I mean? So, like, Torres probably won't be around next year. Torkelson's 50-50. Who knows what's going on with Lee? Malgary, I hope, is not on this team. McKinstry will probably be gone. Clark is number 1 prospect? Yeah, that's what okay. And that'll be the final out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the second, or bottom of the second, rather. Tigers up 2-0. Oh, never mind. Malgary is safe at first, so. Runner at first, 2 away. All right, now I got it. I got it now. They just updated it for some reason. All right, here we go. 1 on, 2 out for top of the lineup, Gleyber Torres. Looks like Malgary took off stealing second, and looks like he got it. That was a pass ball. Pass ball, Malgary to second base, so 1 on. Runners at second now with 2 outs and a 1-0 count. Base hit here, could play to run. Torres is like, I got to get my ass out of Detroit. I got to play ball as fuck. It's 2-1 now on a foul ball. Gleyber's hoping some contending team wants to pick him up. Similar to Baez. You know what'd be funny is if somebody trades for Baez. There is a an extreme shortage of shortstops on the market right now. And one has to wonder if a team would be looking at a player like Baez. Yeah, Paul, that would have been nice. That's why the challenge exists in the MLB. Torres will walk with 2 away. 2 on now with 2 out for Dylan Dingler. Best catcher in baseball, Dylan Dingler. The Dinglmeister. Oh, Dinglmeister. What if we trade Casey Mize and get a player to be named later? It's just like, and the Tigers have agreed to trade Casey Mize for a player to be named later. It's like, what the fuck? Trade Javi for PCA. I feel like we'd be getting ripped off. I don't like PCA. I don't think he's that good. He's not as good as Max Clark or, you know, the boys. Yeah, we know Kenny. And he's like, I know stuff that you might not know. 1-2. But yeah, PCA was the crown jewel the Mets sent over for Javi Baez. One, two. And Dingler strikes out. It was going to be a ball, but they're going to rule it a strike because the Athletics challenge, and that is a strike. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Tigers lead. It'll be Butler, Cortez, and Williams. Butler, Cortez, Williams. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Tigers lead. Montero back to work. What's up, HBK? Or HB? I'm still wondering where all the defenders of the trading Skubal movement are. Do you think they're embarrassed about the fact that, like, you know, that was what we got back? I haven't seen anyone defend trading Skubal, and like 90% of the fan base was screaming about trading him. So most of you are not admitting your true positions on this. I feel like it was me and like one other person 2 days ago fighting with like most of the stream about this. I was called a fake fan because I didn't want to take a shitty fucking bullshit trade for Tarek Skubal. I was called a fake fan, a bad fan, not a real Tigers fan, because I didn't want to give away our best player for nothing, which was what we were going to do. You know what I even said on that day? I said, we're going to trade him away, get Daz Cameron, Franklin Perez, and Jake Rogers again. And guess who may be dead on? Me. I shouldn't be that accurate. God, I hate trades in baseball so much. None of them ever work unless it's a player for a player. Yeah, no one will defend the trade, even though everybody was pushing for the trade. I wonder why. They got what they wanted. Skubal was traded for prospects. What the fuck did they think would happen? Yeah, you got young players that aren't ready to play, and one guy who's about as old as Skubal. Like, yeah, this is what you asked for. What'd you think you were gonna get the Paula and Sirota and why would they trade that for a 2-month rental for a guy who's a month off elbow surgery and clearly is probably going to have Tommy John soon for like the third time in his life? I mean, come on. Everyone thinks the Tiger season's over. Now it's up to the Tigers to prove to everybody that they still got fight in them. Very annoying they punted like that, though, with 3 games, with 3 being just out of the playoffs. I know they care more about 2027 than they do this year. That's always been like their year. But I hate it so much. I mean, I don't know. Inevitably, it's probably good. Not trading Skubal, we didn't get anything for that. Just, you know. Whatever. I don't even have a good take. I can't justify it because I didn't want to trade Skubal, so I don't have to justify the shitty trade. I was in the camp Thursday, then I changed on Friday. The disingenuousness of the Skubal camp got me to Friday, then I wanted him gone. There's nothing disingenuous about the Skubal camp. The media was being really weird with his words and lying about everything he said. Find me an actual quote of Skubal saying, yeah, I'm ready to go play. I plan on signing with the Dodgers in the offseason. Find me one time he said that. And it's not just the MLB saying he said that. Yeah, he never said, like, they're just making shit up the last 2 weeks about Skubal. Anything he's ever said has just been, yeah, I'd like to play for the Tigers for the rest of my career. And then fucking our team cheaped out on signing him like a bunch of pussies. And then traded him for absolutely nothing. By the way, it's 0-2 here on Williams. Runner at first, 1 away. What's up, Darren? Nice to see you, bud. But again, if you're pro getting rid of Skubal, defend it. Defend the trades. Haven't seen a single person do that yet. Everybody was pushing so hard for it. Because you objectively know that there really wasn't going to be a good trade offer, and almost anything we got back would be a fucking ripoff. Yeah, so we traded away our best player at in a seat like there's gonna be a lockout next year, so who knows how much baseball we even get. So, yeah, it's all dumb, dude. All of it's dumb. Let's give away our best player. I'll personally make sure the season happens. I know some people. Me and the boys I've already been called in to be a scab. I'll be playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates next summer if there's a lockout. I'll be pitching. You guys will see some crazy shit. They get the runner at second, but weren't able to turn 2. Runner at first, 2 down now. Here's the 8-hitter McNeil. I shouldn't have said what I said, but yeah, I'll be playing baseball next year if they lock out. Y'all ain't ready for that. They lock out, and the MLB is just like, we'll just put on the Savannah Bananas in every city. 1-1. Everybody hates it. No, I just think that they could have actually, because they think there's going to be a salary cap. Watch there not be a salary cap instituted, and we're just the biggest retards of all time in Detroit. Just the biggest pussy retards of all time. All that happens is a salary floor of 175. Everyone's just happy with it. They're like, okay, that works. Strike 2. It'll be a swing and strike. 2-2 here on McNeil. At this point, though, I don't really have any hot takes about baseball. I was pretty wrong on my last big one, so. Ball the Dodger. Really don't know why we had to trade him over to that team either, though. 2-2 as it was fouled away. 2 out, runner at first here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Tigers. The Dodgers are in major trouble, though, if they institute a salary cap. Because there isn't going to be a grandfather clause of well, if you already got him, you already got him. It's no, you're going to have to trade everything. If lockout happens, yeah, me too, to some extent. They fucked up with whatever the hell they've been letting the Dodgers get away with. No, it's just, I don't know. Baseball probably should have always had a hard cap. They used to just trust that teams would only go so hard. And then the Dodgers, for some reason, just went, yeah, we're going to just break all those and just do whatever we want and just enforce our will on the sport. I don't know. Fernando. I don't think anyone's ready for the fact that we have A.J. Brown. I feel like everybody's forgotten. I feel like our coach had sex with somebody, like a grown adult, and everybody forgot that we got A.J. Brown. The trade deadline ends like Monday afternoon at like 4 o'clock. So late Monday afternoon. Just before evening at 5 o'clock. I've always considered evening to be 5. That's when it starts, you know? Like right now, I'd still consider it in the afternoon at 4:44. Either way, McGonigal, Valencia, and Torkelson here in the top of the third. 2-0 Tigers lead. They want to get some more here. That'll be fouled away. It's 0-1. Ew, that sounds like a weird YouTube video. One of those like predator catcher videos. All right, boys. You know, I've watched some of those, and I'm not even lying that occasionally they bust one of them predator, like people who talk to little kids online, like all weird. Sometimes they bust them people, and I shit you not, this is how like the guy sounds when they start talking to him. I don't know what I did, and yeah, I did something wrong, and they're just extremely retarded, and it's like, I don't think this is ethically okay. I think I don't know if it's okay to get people like that. Because there's like a legitimate argument. They may not even understand what they're doing is wrong. And like, and in certain ones of those cases, when you hear them and you just go, oh, they're slow. I don't even know if like the blame falls on them more so than the caretaker. It's crazy. I don't know. I just been thinking about that a lot lately. Sometimes I see them, those are the ones that get beat up all the time. And I'm like, I don't think it's right to beat them up either after. They genuinely, I don't think, have the ability to operate with that kind of like understanding that it's criminal what they're doing. Do they even have the mens rea for a situation like that? Full count, it's a 3-2. Yeah, it's like, do they actually like? Because if someone's like mentally 12, they'll be like, that's how old I am. It's like, all right, oh, fuck. Like they know they're not supposed to do that, but it's like, you know, feel like the guardian of the person who does that should be more to blame. I don't even think those ones get criminally charged. I just think they get taken to like therapy or something. No, I think the cops just take them out of there. They're like, all right, come on, buddy, we'll take you home. There's an injury timeout. Who's hurt? McGonigal. He's pitching in he pitched like the other day or today in the minors. Just rehab starts. I'll be right back. I need to get some soda. My throat's dry. And McGonagall will fly out one away. What do we got? Well, yeah, obviously those kind of people. Most of those people are supervised most of the day, but you know, can't really do much when they say they're sleeping and pops. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of them people, you know, every so often one of them pop up. Yeah, I drink a lot of soda. I don't think there's actually sugar in the soda I drink, though. Mm. And like a whole serving thing, like the whole thing is like 70 grams of sugar in like a whole pop. I don't know. I also have hypoglycemia, so it kind of like it all balances itself out. I have really low blood sugar sometimes. Um, so I think I have to have more pop. Or I need to take in sugar or something like that. Because I feel like I should have more ramifications. But I also know I have hypoglycemia, and I can't remember if that means I need less sugar and I'm gonna give myself diabetes, or if I have or if it means I have lower blood sugar, and I kind of need to, you know, kind of keep myself pretty like pumped up with it. Let me double check. Yeah, it's just a low blood sugar. No, I just would rather have regular sugar. It doesn't make me fat like it does to other people, so I can have it. Bolte, Walton, and Soderstrom. Plus, again, I have low blood sugar, so like when I start feeling kind of weird, I'm like, I need pop, and I feel 100,000 times better. If I have water when I'm all shaky, I'm like, I don't feel better at all. If that makes sense. A guy who did bad to a 9-year-old girl, and cop confronted me and showed a picture of him to me. I told him, nope, I don't know him. Why would you say that? Metatron. No, I wouldn't. I think a lot of those sweeteners are going. Well, they have proof. Some of them are actually pretty bad. Yeah, humans have been eating sugar for forever, so I don't. I hate when people are like, humans are not supposed to eat sugar, and it's like, no, I mean we're literally like we're like a berry eating mammal. What are you talking about? The reason we can see color, the way that we can, the reason we're trichromats is because we eat a lot of fruit. And we're not like complete, like, you know what I mean? It like is indicative that we're complete omni or herbivores, like we eat a lot of meat, but like early in our lives, we probably ate so much fruit that we grew, like we evolved. Not because I think it might be because of it also, like, the more people were eating the more fruit, the more the survival went on. But yeah, eventually we had a mutation where we were able to distinguish the colors of different fruit, which also gave us the ability, unlike other mammals, to see like tigers properly. You know how tigers got the orange fur, but like a lot of animals only see it with like it has a green fur tint to it. If you're only a dichromat. 0-1 here on Bolty. Polk retired. Oh, that sucks. All right, it's on Detroit Tigers or MLB.TV. Ball 1. It might be. I don't think anybody knows the truth about diet at all, to be honest. Every like 5 years, everything changes. It's just like, how many times in my life I've seen something become good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. I don't think anybody actually has a real grip on what people are supposed to eat, which is, I think, just a pretty balanced diet of like, just don't eat too much of whatever you eat, and I think you're good to go. The only way I know you don't gain a ton of weight is if you don't eat a ton of calories. Or if you do eat a ton of calories, make sure you burn that shit off pretty good. 1-2, though, on Bolty. He's live streaming hanging out. So does red meat. Next. Especially cooking that shit. That shit's real carcinogenic. I think most lunch meats are carcinogenic. I think drinking alcohol causes cancer. I don't know if there's actually one activity that exists that doesn't induce cancer in some way. I think eating chicken is the only way you don't get cancer. And I'm certain eating chicken can give you cancer too. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, do you know sugar gives you cancer? It's like, yeah, what doesn't? Metatron, yeah. People can you could be misdiagnosed. That's why you're supposed to get multiple opinions if you get a bad diagnosis. If it grows naturally like nature created, then it's likely healthier than anything humans manufacture as food. I don't know. Not necessarily. There's a reality where lab-grown meat could be safer than meat found in wild animals. What's up, Mike? There's 2 away as a flyout just happened. You haven't missed anything if you're actually listening. Soderstrom up now with 2 away and a 2-0 Tigers lead in the bottom of the 3rd. Strike 1. Swing and strike. But theoretically, if we take cells from some animal and grow them out to be a piece of steak that has all the nutrients we need from meat, like all there and like plentiful. 0-2 on a swinging strike. And then we make it flavorful. We make sure there's no diseases, no parasites, nothing actually wrong with it. Technically, that piece of lab-grown meat is far safer than whatever you could find on a cow. To get checked for multiple sclerosis, you might want to look into it. Might be something you want to get checked out for if you would need to. No, I think we eat a lot of lab-grown meat and we don't know it, personally. And I think that's a good thing. I don't like the and that'll be a ground rule double. I haven't seen a ground rule double in a while, so Soderstrom with the 2-out ground rule double here, his 24th of the year. Oh man, my camera's blurry as fuck. I don't care about any of that. Are there? I don't know. I feel like people didn't live as long as they do nowadays. Back in the past, people just died of food problems all the time. So I feel like that's a false statement. I feel like our food's way safer and way healthier to eat than it ever has been at any point in human history. And I feel like that's provable because everybody lives a very long time now. I feel like a lot of it's like something is going on, and I think a lot of it's diet. I think people are living a lot longer than they ever have in human history, mostly because of the fact that we have way healthier food options than we ever have, than even like in the 50s when everything was all natural, which is gross. I don't want gross, dude. I'm fine with all the preservatives. I think it's making us live longer and way healthier. Ugh. Which is why you see like 90-year-olds consistently nowadays. Top of the 4th, Lee, Clark, and Mel Gary. Sure. We also live till we're what, 80 on average here? Yeah, sure. It'll probably fuck your head up. It's not good to hold things in. You can give yourself an ulcer. Too much stress can cause ulcers all throughout your body, and then it'll fuck your shit up. Especially in your tum-tum. No, I don't really care though. Everyone lives a long time, and there's a reason for it. Could the food be healthier? Probably, but I don't want it to be all natural. That'd be fucking gross, dude. You guys can have your food. I'll have mine. I'll keep eating the preserved food. That's like healthy and fucking not gonna kill me. I think most people here live until they're about 80 to 85. Yeah, I mean, no, I think I think that's about right, Fernando. So don't let yourself get that mad. Yeah, that's called people living in usually excess or just kind of bad luck with hearts. A lot of people get them heart attacks because they eat a lot of fucking pork, which is a shit ass meat. Lee, Clark, and Mel Gary. Once again, it's 0-1 here on Lee. He grounds out, 1 away. If you smoke pot, does it make you tired? Yeah, sometimes. I don't trust a lot of the food right now because like there's very little regulation on any of these industries right now. With the current administration in charge of the government, there's a reason there's like a weird parasite outbreak that's making everyone shit. And I feel like that wouldn't have happened 2 years ago under a different president having different people running these administrations. But hey, whatever. I don't remember produce being unsafe to eat for what is it, a month and a half now of people just getting electric diarrhea from fucking eating a salad. Like a rare form of like very aggressive diarrhea. 3-0. Maybe it's good to have some regulations, huh? Like on our food. But no, let's gut the FDA and fucking food people. Let's just not have them do anything. Fun. Yeah, you enjoy that poo-poo, fuck it. You enjoy them hot shits you have? That's fun. For that to last literally another like 6 months and then it's all over with. Like, goddamn, dude. If you drink any all-natural milk, the odds of you getting very sick are pretty high. You drink that raw milk shit, you might get pretty sick. Taylor Farm several times in the Biden administration. Yeah, but I don't remember it being a nationwide problem to the point where everybody was getting sick. Do you see the difference? I remember there being recalls, but guess what? Do you remember that, like, Taco Bell having to be, like, blamed for massive diarrhea problems for the entirety of the Midwest? Dog, it was never this bad. Like, it's like, well, what? They had problems with food, too, under Biden. And it's like, yeah, but that shit got all, like, recalled. They, like, nipped it in the bud somehow to the point where it wasn't a massive problem across the country. I don't remember there being, like, diarrhea trackers going on because fucking people are shitting their brains out. Do you know what I mean? Do you see the difference between the two situations? One seems to get solved at the source like it should have been for this situation. This is getting solved. They don't even know how much shit got out. They have no idea how bad or how deep this problem is right now. Under the Biden, they had that shit tracked to the T. Like, dog, they were on top of it. Do you see the difference? Like, shit happens. Like, sometimes food gets bad. That's not even really the problem. It's the fact that they don't have it under control and like dealt with. I feel like if Trump would have been president during the problem with all those birds, you know how Biden and them they ordered for all them chickens to just be slaughtered. I feel like that, by the way, that was the right thing to do to prevent massive outbreaks of illness like we're seeing. I feel like this administration would have just not done that. I feel like they'd have just let that just play out. And we'd have never known about it until people got deathly sick with bird sicknesses. And I believe that fully, by the way. I truly, you can't tell me otherwise. They prevented no evidence that they are any good at preventing these kind of sickness outbreaks. Like whatsoever at any level. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course there were a lot more recalls at the beginning of the decade. I don't even think they've recalled lettuce. They're just like, we don't even know where to begin. Fuck it, just eat it at your own risk. 3-2. Yeah, well, they don't have to follow any environmental protection guidelines right now. They don't have to follow any Food and Drug Administration guidelines. All those administrations have been like hampered. Now they don't have to listen. Whatever the cheapest way to do things is, that's how they're doing it. Everyone thinks that these companies and industries will do good on Scout's honor. The fuck? No, we need to Big Brother the shit out of these cocksuckers, dude. These are some slimy motherfuckers running these like companies. The slimiest, like most cartoonishly evil billionaires run these things. You guys do not understand. Like, no, they deserve to be bullied and nanny stated at these companies. Fuck these people. They don't deserve freedoms to run their companies the way that they want to. They will destroy the environment. That's their first goal. They do not give a fuck about the planet. And then they want to make as much money as possible. So like they're not trying to make any recalls. They're not trying to do any kind of damage control. They don't care if everybody gets sick. That's not their fucking problem. They genuinely do not care. You've already bought the stuff. They're good. And they know for at least another year, they do not have to worry about fuck all. Like that, the Justice Department won't seek charges against them for at least another year or two. They're fine. They don't have to do anything. By the way. I mean, Trump was the president when COVID started and started the lockdowns, pushed the vaccines on everybody, created the vaccines on everything. I mean, who cares about COVID, by the way? We're right now in 2026 right now. Let's focus on the issues right now. Let's not be like, what about COVID? Who gives a fuck, dog? That was almost 7 fucking years ago. In January, that's 7 years ago, brother. If you're still mad about COVID, I guess kill yourself. I don't know what to tell you. Like, go be mad about it somewhere where people give a fuck, dog. I don't care about COVID-19. I literally, that would be like somebody being like, well, what about swine flu? I'd be like, I don't fucking care, dog. That's so long ago. Oh, well, some bad shit like, move on. We're dealing right now with the fact that, like, the food is fundamentally unsafe to eat in the country to some extent. And we don't know what the next big problem is going to be. We have lettuce causing people to shit their colon out, dude. Do you not fucking stand like, people are like, what about COVID? It's like, who gives a fuck about COVID? We're like dealing with the fact that, like, you can't fundamentally trust that our food is safe right now. Who gives a fuck about other people right now? We're talking about the current administration. You're like, none of them care. So? Cool. Who gives a fuck about Fauci? We're talking about the current administration and how they're fucking us in our health. You guys are mad about, like, Fauci and them for the health stuff. What about the fact that, like, the current administration is allowing food companies to just kind of poison us? And they don't have to respond to any kind of the sicknesses. Has the companies that, like, are responsible for the bad lettuce, have they done anything? No, they haven't. Has there been one recall for any of that shit? I don't think there has. Again, we're not talking about any of them people. We're talking about the food situation right now. Go somewhere else to talk about COVID. I don't care about COVID. And that'll be a base hit with the bases loaded. That'll get 2 runs in. 4-0 Tigers lead. Did they get over to third? He's going to go back to first. Nice job by Torres. Yeah, by the way, I don't like talking about COVID. That shit got annoying 2 months into COVID, and I refuse to discuss COVID any further with people. I just don't talk about it. I immediately get real assholeish and go, I don't even care. I don't care. Fucking go somewhere else, talk about COVID. I don't give a shit about that subject. We have way bigger problems right now than fucking the fucking cold from 2 years ago, 6 years ago. That made your life kind of crappy for a year and a half. Boo-hoo. Dingler, Maganago, Valencia. I had to stay home for a while. Ugh. Yeah, I lost the end. Everyone's like, I lost so much. It's like, yeah, I lost the ending of my 20s. I lost a lot, too, from during that. That shit sucked. You don't see me fucking crying about it like a little fucking baby bitch like everyone else does. I lost 2 years of my life. It's like, fuck you, you crybaby. Jesus Christ. 2 and 2. 1 and 1. I hate crybabies like that. It's just like, get over it, dude. You're fine. You'll get over it. The only people that I kind of feel bad for are the people who got shitty ass high school graduations because of it. And that's it. They can be a bit pissed off still because that would blow a bag of dicks. That would suck. And you got to feel for them kids. Everybody else is like crying as a grown adult. I don't give a flying fuck about their I didn't get a college graduation. Yeah, I didn't go to my undergrad graduation because it was boring. 1, 2. And then I learned I shouldn't have gone to the master's one either because I had to sit there for fucking 3 hours. Yes, exactly. We have bigger problems. Let's get back to baseball. Like right now, we're still in the playoff chase. Plus, the food is a bigger problem than COVID was. COVID was a big deal like 3 years ago. But now we're coming on 7 years in the future from that. 1-2. By the way, they released all that COVID shit to distract you from the fact that we're still at war with Iran. And the war is not going good. The Strait of Hormuz reclosed, and gas is almost $5 a gallon again. By the way, that's why that COVID report came out the other day, was to distract you from what the fuck is going on in the Middle East. And it worked for about 27 hours. That was I don't think anybody actually cares anymore about that thing, because it's like, well, it proved it was a lab leak, and everyone's like, all right, well, what? So yeah, that was like one of the two theories. It was wet market or lab leak. It was a 50-50. It's like, oh, great, it's lab leak. I guess arrest people who did, if it was on purpose, which it doesn't seem to be. I think even that book was like, it's not on purpose. It was an accidental lab leak. So it's like, all right. So like, why were they tracking that? It's like, because that's what the weirdos do. I don't know. They always make that shit. That'll be a strikeout with runners at the corners, 2 away. Yeah, flock cameras, bigger problem, by the way. Well, in parts of Michigan, dog, where I just saw it was like 450 where I live at, which is crazy. I think so, Fernando, for the most part. And it's also the fact that we're still in war with a country we shouldn't be at war with. With a country that literally we haven't had a 1-to-1 problem with Iran since we got our hostages back. I don't think we've had a single problem with that country since that moment. And now we're at war with them because another country doesn't like them. Israel. 1-1. That's fun. That's really cool. That's a good use of our tax dollars. Ugh. Yeah, down south, the gas will always be a little cheaper because you're a lot closer to like certain spots. Iran doesn't deserve deserve what's happening to it right now. They're literally just they were literally not our problem. Like literally not a problem to us at all. What's funny is like we're buddies right now with Saudi Arabia, who did 9/11 to us, who funded it, but yet we're at war with them against Iran. Okay. Even though theoretically we should team up with Iran and just take out Saudi Arabia for the shit that they did to Khashoggi, 1, and then 2, they funded 9/11. How like one of the sons of their royal princes is like Osama bin Laden. I'm pretty sure his dad's like a fucking prince in the royal family. Yeah, get rid of them, get rid of Arabia, or at least depose the royal family. That's ball 4. That'll put McGonagall on. Bases loaded once again, but there is 2 away with Valencia coming up. 375 in Tennessee. That's what he was saying, yeah. For where I'm at, it's a lot of money. I don't know. You'd think we wouldn't be friends with Saudi Arabia, but for some reason we are, and that's kind of dumb. Even though it's not really. Diplomacy's good. But it's like, why are we doing the bidding of a country that against a country that just kind of threatens us sometimes? And they don't even really care we exist. Most of Iran's problems with America is that we're Israel's lapdog. If we stopped hanging out with Israel, I'm pretty sure Iran would be like, yeah, all right, we don't have any problem with these guys now, actually. I'm telling you, it's like a one-trick issue for Iran. Anybody who likes Israel is bad to them, and anyone who doesn't is good to them. I'm telling you, it's a 1-to-1 thing with them. It's very, very like they got no business. Like what are we like? Even when you read like their their like leadership statements, they're always like, listen, we have no problem with the American people. It's just like, and it feels like they're like, I don't know. Iran is a very interesting country that it's very hard to read, but they see, I kind of trust that they really don't have a problem with like me, you, but it's like they hate our government and our military, which I don't even know if they really hate our military. I think they genuinely hate the people who make decisions, and that's about it, because they're super loyal to Israel. And I think that's their only beef. If that changed, I think we would have a very good ally in that region, personally. But I don't know. I literally don't. I feel like it's very, from everything I've looked into with that region, it's like a one thing issue with Iran, and it's that country. They brought in a new pitcher, which is why we've been sitting here for a while. Alvarado's into pitch now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Valencia, the hitter for the Tigers. Unless they, well, no, he's the catcher. They're not pinch hitting. So I don't think Iran was ever going to make nukes. We can strike one. They don't really believe in nuclear weapons. I think they just wanted power. I think they just wanted nuclear power, which is like a really nice way to have power in the fucking desert where they live. I tend to believe people, and the fact that they haven't developed nukes yet, and they're smarter than like most like fucking North Korea took less time to develop a nuke than Iran. I don't believe that. I don't think Iran's trying to build nukes. They would have already had one. Like, look how quickly fucking North Korea built one with like spare parts. Oh, and 2. If they have the capability and the materials to make it, they'd already have one. Like, it's like they've been trying to build one since like the 1940s, dog. It's been almost 100 years. And they're like really actually bright people in that country. So something tells me that they would have it already. Especially if a country like North Korea can make them. Their government sucks, but that's not our problem to deal with. That's up to the Iranians to deal with their own government and revolt, which they were actually on the way to do, by the way. If we would, oh, that's going to be hit. Is it? Is it gone? No, I think it's going to be a double, though. That'll get up against the wall. That'll score 2 runs. Nice job by Valencia. Tigers go up 6-0. Runners at second and third, 2 away. Nice job by Valencia. Torkelson up. The Iranian people were slowly starting to build up resentment towards their government over a couple decades of mistreatment by the IRGC. Especially recently over repeated protests over like young women's hair stuff and those the hijabs and whatnot. Called strike one. So if we would have just not done what we just did, within 10 years, the government would have been probably replaced by the people naturally. And we wouldn't have had to. Now they're back in with the government. They're like, they were right. We've actually fucked that up to the point where we'll probably never see a active revolt in Iran in our lifetimes. It was within the next 10 to 20 years going to happen. Now I don't think we'll ever see it. Strike one, unless we completely departner from Israel and kind of de-radicalize them in like really quick time, but it's not going to happen. We were very close to having that happen without us actually having to fucking do a thing. I'm telling you, if you look into some of like what was going on with that, it's like, damn, dog, they were about to revolt, and then we attacked them, and now they're all like super patriotic again. They should, Michael. They should. They don't, and the reason they don't is because they're not trying to build them. Yeah, it's because of the Picot agreement that fucking England did. England, like the United Kingdom, is almost entirely to blame for the Middle East today. Like, if they had just let the fucking Ottomans have a little bit more say about the way that the British were carving up the Middle East, like, they'd probably actually be at peace. Because when it was under Ottoman rule, was that not when it was like literally like during the entire, like, wasn't it like a few hundred years of peace in the Middle East when the Ottomans were running that shit? From like, what was it, like the like 1700s to the 19? like it's a relative stable peace anyway, compared to what we see now. And it's like the British came through and just like carved up places and made random ass state lines and shit. Like Iraq's not technically in the right place. Iran is, I believe, technically in the right spot. Large parts of Israel and fucking Palestine are incorrect, which is why you see the way that it is today. Like they carved up like fucking Afghanistan doesn't make any geographical sense in the way that they consider it, because the people in Afghanistan don't even do countries. That'll be filed off. It'll remain 2-2. Like there's so many like I'm not even kidding, by the way. If you went to like a random part of Afghanistan and asked them where they live, they would have no, they'd be like, I live right here. Like parts of like deep parts of like the Middle East, they don't even believe in like the concept of statehood. They're just like, I'm a sheep farmer, brother. I'm a very simple guy. I believe in Allah, and I like to just raise my sheep and my kids to also raise sheep and kids in the future. And like that's a large part of fucking Afghanistan. And like they're like, that's a country of people. And it's like, no, it's not. Which is why it's prone to weird warlords taking over the country, because there's like 3 spots that actually are worth it. Like Afghanistan could be redrawn as like 3 fucking cities, and the rest of it could just be tribal lands, and it'd be more correct. Than like it's so dumb, dude. Like the entire Middle East is incorrect, and that's why it's always at war. I read a lot of books about. I got really into like, why is the Middle East ruined? And it's fucking, and it's all mostly because of the British. If we're being honest, it's like 95% British fault. Because they didn't have to draw it the way they did. Like they just decided, yeah, we'll just do it this way. Because they promised too much shit to too many different people to get too many people on their sides. Yeah, because it's not like you. Am I right though, Metaton, about like the way that the meta about like the way it's drawn? Like half the countries, like that's why it's so fundamentally dangerous in these countries, is because like the British didn't understand that like you can make the shape of like Iraq the way that it is, but like putting like the Kurds and like all these like different groups that like fucking hate each other in the same country was always going to create the state of Iraq as it is to this day from the 1940s. Like it was always going to wind up the way that it is today because of how bad these fucking places were put together. It's like, yeah, let's put like the Kurds right next to the Houthi. Like, all right, I have some ideas. Why don't we put Wahhabis right next to these Kurds? It's just like, why? But fine, I don't know. Fuck it. Who cares? All right, let's put these Baathists right next to these Wahhabis in the same country as these Kurd boys. What'll happen? A fucking near goddamn genocide almost happened. Is what happened. I'm telling you, like, makes no sense. Ball one. And you have to, and like, I think there's another group of people in Iraq that were, like, I'm forgetting about, that were just thrown into that fucking country for no reason. White grounds out, 1 away. Yeah, because he genocided, like, fucking everyone who wasn't in his fucking birth party of, like, the Baathists, I think. He murdered everyone. Everyone else could die, because that's how those countries are. That's his tribe. The rest of them are enemy tribes, like blood feud tribes. God help you if you were a Kurdish fucking person stuck in that area when Saddam was around. I'm guessing you're Kurdish, Meta. Yeah, it does, Armenian. Yes, it does. Ball one here with 1 away. Fucking wherever the fuck they put Lebanon and Jordan. That'll be a fly out 2 away. You're Arab? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's my fault then. Okay. Okay. How'd Saddam treat Arabs? Kind of indifferent, as long as you're probably fucking in his political party. You were born in America. I feel, yeah, that's what I figured. We have a lot. There's a lot of Arab refugees from the like Middle East over the last 30, 40 years because of our fucking around over there. 3-1 here on Cortez. Oh yeah. That's why I asked if you were like Chaldean or something, or like or Kurdish. Chaldean, that's the other one from Iraq, right? Or, no, Chaldeans are from Lebanon, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Bowen. No, they see color in those places. It's just they kind of got over it a lot sooner than the West did, and they still kind of see color pretty bad in them countries. That's what you are, Chaldean. Yeah, there's a lot of Chaldeans in the state. Those are usually Christian Arabs from places like Lebanon and like southern Iraq, right? Like there's a large population of Chaldeans in Lebanon and I southern Iraq. 0-2 now on Williams. Called striking a foul ball. 6-0 Tigers lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, and they genuinely believe like they were really bad about slavery. Not really bad, but you know they still engage in slavery too. In places like Qatar and I think Saudi Arabia still has some slavery allowed. I can't remember. Like Qatar does, like openly. I think Dubai does. The UAE does. A couple other ones. I don't think Iran has open immigration. So I think everybody in Iran kind of just looks the same. I think they're all just like tan skinned guys. From what I've seen anyway, everyone in Iran kind of looks the same, which is vaguely Italian or vaguely Persian, like vaguely Turkish. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go rip a bogey a couple times. We're in the top of the fifth. It'll be Lee, Clark, and Malgary do up. Tigers up 6-0. Bottom or top of the fifth. Coming up. Be right back. Oh, I gotta step out and breathe. Back in just a moment. All right, we're back. One away. Here's Clark. Lee flew out. Sorry about the length there. Whew, had to piss to it. I had to go to the bathroom. Ball 1 to Clark. He's 0 for 0 with a walk. With 2 walks, rather. Righty on the mound now with Alvarado. Maybe he can get a hold of one. Start to flip this into an ugly game. Oh, I hate the Skubal trade, JD. What's up, JD? What's up, Wesley? How you guys doing? Called strike 1. 1-1 now on Clark. Kind of hoping the Tigers score like 3 more runs so I can wrap up my stream early this afternoon. But that's all right. I'm not. It's not like I have much. I just have to do some grading after this, so I don't. But it's not. It's probably only take. Just don't want to do it. 1-2. And Clark strikes out. 1 away. Oh shit. Or 2 away rather. Here's Mel Gary with 2 down. Top 5. 6-0 Tigers lead. All right, I have to reply to an email here really quick. Let me take care of this. I'm gonna actually have to pull this up. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this up on my computer. Cool. I mean, it was coming, but it was a bad trade. It seems like they could have got something better from Philadelphia, just kind of looking at it, but they did get hope. So if he turns out to be good, that's something. I don't really think much of any of the pitchers they got. Very much has the weird feeling of the trade we got for Verlander. So I you know what I mean? I'm kind of hesitant to be like, it was a good trade. That makes sense. But yeah, now we've got, our team is getting younger, so that's a good positive. Okay, I have to check a few things. So excuse me once again, because I'm going to be a little distracted for a second. But like everyone's been saying, I guess they got something out of it, I suppose. Look at this. There it is. 34 likes. You got to figure out Skubal. I mean, yeah. I mean, they. I mean, one of the guys that they traded for is 29 or 28. 1-2 count here on McNeil. He fouls a pitch away. So McNeil, Bolt, and Walton. All right, I gotta finish what I'm doing here. Isn't the one guy coming off Tommy John surgery? Yeah, Ryan, and he's got a problem with his leg. What do you mean, Mountain? What about Mountain? No, Ryan, the guy that they just got, is a little older. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, we're talking about Ryan, the guy from the guy we just picked up. He's had a lot of health problems. That's why he's still a prospect at 27, 28. One away on a fly out. Now up is Bolt. Bolty? I don't know. Either way. 1-1. Sorry, I'm almost done. All right, let me just check on the game. 1-2 count, or 2-2 rather. I'll laugh if the Dodgers don't make it. I think it would be funny if they didn't. I don't know, Wesley. I'm not the Tigers. Everybody wanted to trade Skubal, and now everybody's pissed off about it. And I told everybody this was going to happen. The trade wasn't going to satisfy anybody. Nobody listened to me. 2-2. With one away. Bottom of the fifth. Montero has 0 strikeouts today, which is crazy. I personally find that crazy. I don't know. Are they? What the fuck's going on? Why is it froze? That'd be funny. Tigers versus Dodgers World Series. Be pretty funny. See. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, cool. Close that, close that, close that. I had to deal with something there, folks. Sorry about that. For some reason, this isn't updating. There's an on-field delay. What's happening? Is the game delayed due to weather? What happened? Well, that's not good. What the fuck? Where's the deal? What the fuck? Nothing from the Tigers yet. Athletics. What's going on? Does anyone got the actual game up? Why are they not playing baseball all of a sudden? They even try to. Oh, never mind. All right. They have to do an umpire change. The umpire died, I guess. Close that. Close this. Slide this over. I'm sure I've had habanero peppers. Oh yeah, I also wanted to. Gotta check this out. Go down into here. There isn't. Too late to get that. Okay. I go here, here, here. All right. What the fuck, dude? I don't like watching delays. Like nobody's like nothing is being said on any platform. Fuck, dude. How long is this gonna take, dude? Oh, I hate delays. Oh, this is terrible. No, they're just not doing like this isn't even comparable. I don't. Of course, yeah. What the fuck is this? I don't even want to stream anymore. Oh, if this lasts more than 5 more minutes, I'm out. I'm not sitting through this fuck ass shit. I don't know what's going on. Do the umpires got to warm up or something? I don't understand what's happening. It's been like 10 minutes and nothing. I don't even know what's going on. Guess I have to fucking pull up a. Oh no. What's going on? Even the stream's probably just going to be like delay. Oh, if it was raining, I'd be gone. No, it's like a sunny day. I have no idea what's happening. No, they're not talking about why it's a delay. What are they delayed for? I'm about to just end the stream here. I'm not lying. If they don't play ball in like 2 minutes, I'm pretty good on this. I mean, you can find it on the internet somewhere. What are they doing? Why aren't they playing baseball? I don't understand. I guess they're not going to talk about it on the stupid fucking broadcast. Why would they? They're just talking about nonsense. Fucking garbage, dude. Does anyone know what's going on? Because I'm about to just end the stream. I don't much care to just sit here and do nothing. This is a waste of my fucking time. Just dead. They're supposed to have backups. So, like, is the game over? Like, is there just... Are they dead? Like... Oh, long... Fake. Well, I'm not streaming the whole game now because of this. I'll probably cover till like the 7th inning unless it's like a close game. And then I'm out of here. I'm not doing the fucking this bull goddamn shit. No, it just says umpire change. The umpire got hit in the face. So naturally it's going to take 40 minutes to an hour to get a new umpire in the game somehow. Even though they already got a backup umpire waiting to come out. It's fucking so stupid. Ugh. Oh no, it shouldn't take this long to get a new umpire. Really shouldn't. Well, if it takes any longer than like 5 more minutes, I'm ending the stream. I'm not sitting through a delay. I fucking hate delays. Then they have to warm up for another 5 to 10 minutes, so the pitcher gets unlimited time to warm up, of course. Uh, hope the fucking ump dies. They're supposed to have like a backup home plate umpire ready to go. What happened to the game I love? They're coming back. Ugh. No, I'll be live for a while. I still got a little left. Like I said, I'll probably stream. It's fine. They're back on the field. They should start playing here in a second. It's a 2-2 count for Bolte whenever they get the fuck back to playing. Nobody on and one away. The ump had salad for lunch. Most likely, dude. They had that fucking Trump salad, dude. The Trump lettuce got him. Almost died. Pretty sure I almost just died there, if I'm being completely honest. Almost didn't make it. And he hits him. Cool. 102 there in Sacramento. Yeah, it gets hot in Sacramento. It's a shitty ass place. Yeah, they're playing. Then he immediately gets hit, so that sucks. Let's hope for a double play with Wilson up. Second baseman, small shot to turn one. The umpire apparently got hit by a pitch. Or the foul ball smacked an ump in the chin and probably knocked him unconscious. Or fucked him up anyway. Probably gave him a concussion. Hence the very long pause in the action there. So they pulled everyone off the field and got a new guy out, and it just took a minute. And I'm guessing since it's 100 degrees, it's the bottom of the fifth, one away, one on, one out, bottom of the fifth. Tigers lead 6-0. That's one, and did they get two? No, just one. Fuck. Almost turned two. No, they did turn two. All right, just like we said. A double play. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. More delays. And that's a double play. We'll head to the top of the sixth. Tigers lead 6-0. McKinstry, Torres, Dingler. All right. McKinstry, Torres, and Dingler. Yeah, it's been I sent a whole ass email. I took care of like a bunch of practical business, and I was like, why is this at bat still happening? Why did it freeze? I thought it froze. I thought we brought in a guy. I was like, who the fuck is that? Hogan Harris will come in to pitch for the A's here. Harris in to pitch now for the A's in the top of the sixth. Tigers lead 6-0. They look to add to it with the likes of McKinstry, Torres, and Dingler. Ball on. Yes. Yep, Linda. Top six. I may only watch through 7 today, just depending on the time. Just looking at time and everything. I need to have a couple hours to make sure I can get stuff done tonight. We'll see, though. We'll see. 3-0. That'll be challenged. It'll be changed to a strike. It'll be 2-1 on McKinstry. Just gotta be busy this evening. Got a lot of stuff to do. McKinstry has a base hit, 1 on, nobody out to start off the sixth. And by the way, it's mostly just because on this channel, we kind of have a rule about I don't really like to watch blowouts personally. Even if the Tigers are winning via blowout, I genuinely, it's hard for me to watch them. So we may only watch to the top of the 7th. We'll see. And take off before the bottom half of the 7th. Mostly so I can go do some work. 2-0. Got some stuff I've got to do. That'll be a wild pitch, runner down to second. And we know that Kyle Finnegan can't pitch today, so he can't blow the game. So we should be good as long as old Finnegan doesn't come in. You 5 me? So we'll see. As long if the A's do nothing in the bottom of the 6th, we're out of here. 3-0. Actually, if we score 1 or 2 more runs. At 7-8-0, this fucking, you know what I mean? That'll be called strike 1. It's 3-1 here on Mr. McKinstry. What time do we play tomorrow? Let me check. If it's at 10 o'clock tomorrow, I can't do tomorrow night's game. 9:40. Fuck, dude. I could probably swing Tuesday night on the 5th. And then I could probably swing Wednesday during the day. We'll see. I know I have to at least miss tomorrow's game. I can't really just pencil it in. I wake up early and then I need to go to bed early. because I have to work on Tuesday morning. And Torres walks. Nice at bat by Glaber. 2 on, nobody out. Yeah, that's probably why I should watch through at least. But that was when we brought in Kyle Finnegan. As long as we don't bring Finnegan, it seems we do well. Here's Dingler with 2 on and nobody out. And they almost did yesterday, but apparently the common denominator in these blown games is Kyle Finnegan. So if we don't use him and he can't pitch today, we should be all right. It's 0-2 now. Two. And Dingler strikes out, 1 away. He's having a rough day. I'd say he's 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Rough night for Dingler. Wow. Actually, there is one thing I got to do really fast. Okay, cool. All right. All right. McGonigal grounds into a double play, unfortunately. That ends the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It remains 6-0 Tigers. All right. Sorry, I'm also just looking at something really quick. All right. Bottom of the 6th. Soderstrom, Heim, and White. Like I said, I may still leave after the top of the 7th, just depending on what the score is looking like. Mostly just because I got stuff. I got a D. All right, ball 1. 2-2. Sorry. Oy. Oh, I've got a lot of shit to do. Including eat dinner still, too. Oy. And that'll be a strikeout, 1 away. Nice job by Montero, his first of the day. But yeah, if it's any greater than 6-0, if it's 6-0 still heading into the bottom of the 7th, we'll probably call it. Game's already a little bit over 2 hours, so. That little 15-minute delay kind of fucked up the timing of this game. 0-1 with 1 away. That'll be hit into the air. It's going. Go. Is it going to go? No. Okay, it's flat. 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 6. Now up. White. Heim flies out. So now we have White up with 2 down. Nobody on. 6-0 Tigers lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Three-0 on White. Having some trouble hitting the zone. Three-two. And that'll be a strikeout. Hey, there we go. Pick up a couple strikeouts there by Montero. We'll head to the top of the 7th. It's a 6-0 Tigers lead. The A's have just 2 hits this afternoon. Montero at 86 pitches, so we'll see how much he's got left. Top 7, Valencia, Torque, and Lee. Valencia, Torque, and Lee. Again, I'm probably going to take off after the top of this half inning, especially if we score any runs. If we don't, I might watch the bottom of the 7th, and if that means if the A's do nothing in the bottom of the 7th, I'll probably take off, if that makes sense. So it all depends on how this all goes. I'm probably only watching 7 innings regardless today. Mostly because I have to do a bunch of shit after I'm done streaming. I gotta eat. Gotta get ready for my work tomorrow. Basically, I gotta grade a bunch of stuff, and I have to give feedback. I have to do a bunch of shit that's like kind of time consuming. Most of it will probably take like 2.5 hours, which will give me till about 9:30, 10 o'clock to get things done, which is not bad. So. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I have to go get some soda, and I have to pee. I'll be right back. One out. Oh, strike one. It's 1-1 now on a ball, though. Damn, it's really quiet in the stream right now. Oh, it's quiet on the Western Front. Hopefully everyone's had a good weekend, though. Other than that awful-ass Skubal trade. Fouled away, it's 1-2. Come on, Torque. Give something to ride. Ball 2, 2-1. Or 2-2, rather. Sorry, I forgot about the... I didn't see the other pitch there. 2-2. By the way, it'll remain 2-2. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Tigers would have lost yesterday. The mood would have been way off what it is now. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, hopefully they're able to keep it going. Yeah, they're a team, not just the Skubal boys. You know, that's probably what they want to prove. Two down, though, as Torkelson will ground out. Here's how you'll lead. Could be it for us today here, folks. I think I'm too distracted, and it's already 6:30, so I kind of want to get stuff done. So I'm probably going to wrap up after this inning goes, or after we go after the top of the 7th, we'll wrap up tonight. I'm sorry about the shorter stream, but oh shit, we got a hit though. Inning game isn't quite over for us yet. That'll be a base hit into center field. 1 on, 2 out. Here's Max Clark. And we get that Nana Clark bat potentially. Or we get a Clark bomb. They're going to bring in Colt Keith to pinch hit for Ben Malgeri. They intentionally, Clark immediately gets a base hit. So 2 on, 1 out. Sounded like Skubal didn't want to leave. Sounded like he was trying to bring, he was, Mask. And I'm mad they traded him. Maybe he'll come back in the offseason and sign back with us. I doubt it, but maybe he will. And then we kind of win the trade long term, but I kind of doubt it. Would be cool. They're not pulling the pitcher already. That would suck to have to sit through. Two. Yeah, Flaherty did it. Yeah. Shame. 3-2 now. Good hitters. Decent count for Colt Keith. Maybe he can make something happen. 2 on, 2 out. This could be. Let's see what happens. If he can get a hit, we could score a run. Fouls it away. We'll get another 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming. But if we're able to cash in this hit here, maybe get a run, maybe 2, depending on where it goes. Maybe 3 if it goes over. Even if we don't, I'm still. This will be the last half inning we watch today. Got a little bit too much to go take care of. I figured this game would be a lot closer to over by 2.5 hours in, you know? Like 8th inning type shit. Like we'd be in the top of the 8th or something right now. And Keith pops up. All right. All right, well, we'll head. I'm going to get going here, folks. I appreciate everyone watching. Make sure, if you need a way to watch, just go to MLB66.ir. That's MLB66.ir. You'll be able to watch the game directly there. You just click on the link or click on the select game thing and you'll find it. That's MLB66.ir if you need a way to watch. Sorry to take off early, but I've got a lot of shit I got to go take care of this evening rather now. Yeah, I got to go eat, got to get stuff ready for work tomorrow and actually like do a bunch of grading and shit. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out today. We'll be live again on Tuesday. I can't really do Monday because I have a lot of shit to do. It's just too late of a start for in the middle of the week. Tuesday I can do though because I don't have anything to do Wednesday. And then Wednesday I'll be able to do the game. So I have to miss tomorrow's game, but I'll be back for the two after. I'll make a post about it on the channel here. Thank you all for a very fun stream this afternoon. Tigers are up 6-0 into the bottom of the seventh, so hopefully they can hold on, and hopefully they don't pitch Finnegan to blow this. So, all right. Thank you all so much for watching. I have shit to go do. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for once again for hanging out, making these streams fun. Hopefully everyone's enjoying them. And yeah, y'all have a great rest of your afternoon. Go Lions, go Patriots, and of course it's always go Tigers. Thank you guys so much.